spectacular sight as we approach our broadcast location in downtown Orlando through the air. Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Our game tonight featuring the Orlando Magic as they go up against the Chicago Bulls. Alongside Greg Anthony and Steve Smith with David Aldridge on the sideline, this is Kevin Harlan. DA, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. With the new G League Pathway program, some say that the NBA is competing now with college hoops for top high school players. G League President Sharif Abdur-Rahim said, "I don't think so. This is an opportunity for unique talents, a select group that are tracking toward the NBA. It's a different model from college." Guys, we'll see how this works out in the years to come.
DA, thanks a lot. Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Markkanen and Carter are up front. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. And it's Cobb in at the 1. And for the Magic, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Junior's out there with Terrence Ross. And it's Isaac in at the small forward position. And now that we have some time away from it, Steve, how strange and wild were the NBA playoffs in the bubble?
You know, Kevin, having players see each other in hallways while going to battle later that night was definitely different. Spending that much time together. We'll eventually look back and view it as one of the most interesting times in the NBA history.
And the anticipation for this matchup. Cobb facing the team that traded him and the man who took his job in Junior. Everyone was waiting for this game.
And you could just feel the tension in the building, Greg. This will be a game that is talked about for weeks. So the Chicago Bulls able to put up the first points on the board. And they pick up 2.
Not one to shy away from contact. It's all part of the toughness that Gordon brings to the table.
And here are the Bulls now. And here's Levine, coming off a stellar performance against Detroit. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Cobb's got 5 now.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Junior to Ross. Pass to Junior. Here's Vucevic. 6 to shoot. 9 feet out. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
That's something you hate. You're trying to come in with an aggressive mindset, and that early foul could take you right out of it.
And so Markkanen will bring it up for the Bulls. It's a 3-point game. Inside. Now here's Cobb. Defense right on him. Levine can't hit.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off, and sometimes that's all it takes.
Porter, no luck.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Good ball movement here by the Magic. And Vucevic throws it down.
And using every bit of that large frame for the exclamation point, Vucevic, a force around the rim.
Levine double team. Gordon against Markkanen. There's the pass to Cobb. And stolen by Junior. Ross on the wing. Guarded by Levine. Ross passes to Junior. Down low. And it's Vucevic missing.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
Orlando, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today.
And the deep ball has come alive the last few seasons for Zach LaVine. He set a Bulls record for made threes in a season last year.
Hey, Greg, Zach LaVine continues to work and improve his shot, which has been fantastic. He not only trusts his shot at this point, but feel it's a strength now. He's more willing to look for jumpers and big possessions now.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
Yeah, facing that hostile crowd, they just found a way to kind of tune out the noise and focus on the game.
What was beautiful, it was a tremendous game plan coming in. You saw the execution and you saw the results.
Now, here's Cobb. 5 points in the game.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Junior with it, defended by Carter. Junior with it. Playing Portland, he was nearly unstoppable, and the layup's good off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Now, here's Cobb. He's guarded closely. He's off from 17 feet.
And that's okay. Even though you missed, you had the right guy taking the shot.
And it's Gordon finishing it off.
A constant threat around the rim. Gordon is an agile big who just throws it down with ease.
Over to the left wing. Here's Cobb. Score of the basket is third after 5 shots.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Magic leading by 3. Now, Junior. He has been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. Back to Isaac. It's up a 3. Here's Vucevic. Nice D from Porter.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
Pass to Levine. He dishes it to Carter. 4 on the shot clock. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And you see right there at a solid 250, Carter has no trouble finishing through contact.
Now, here's Junior. He's tightly guarded. Passes it to Gordon. Isaac with the ball. And here is Ross. Fires the 3. He can't get that one. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Chicago Bulls. They trail by 1. Basket good.
Well, part of Porter's efficiency comes from good decision making. Gets the shot he wants and doesn't hesitate.
Now, here's Junior. Guarded by Porter. Here's Junior. Banked in off the glass. Junior's got his second basket.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Markkanen kicks to Levine. Pass to Porter. And the foul called on Terrence Ross. That's his first foul. And Orlando making a change here. Fultz is checked in. Young's checked in for the Bulls. Carter kicks to Cobb. 5 to shoot. Over Junior. And again, no good by Chicago. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest. Here's Cobb. Last game out, he had 14. Here's Levine. Now the dish to Cobb. 3-pointer. Rebounded by Isaac.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt. They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Bulls trail by 6. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It's often a tough call that can go either way, but I agree with you on that one.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Ahmed Bamba, he's checked in for Vucevic, and it's Williams in for Isaac. Chicago also making some changes. Valentine's checked in for Porter. Satoransky comes in for Levine, and it's White in for Cobb. Here's Satoransky. After the made shot from Junior, here's White, and White slams it in.
You have to be ready to receive when Satoransky has the ball. Shows excellent vision.
Now, here's Junior. 11 points in the game. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. You played with the great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for it.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think two guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the two guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line, they give you rim protection. I throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
3 young, dynamic centers. Those are good names.
Okay, that's frustrating. He worked hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
Now, here's Junior. Light covering. Here's Junior.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
The Magic shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
And he knocks down the first one. Steve, if you were a GM and you could choose one player, who would you start your team with?
Right now, I think the perfect player to start your team off right now, because of the way everything is going, is Anthony Davis. He can play 1 through 5. Defensively, he can change a game. Offensively, he can play in and out. And he's just that fluid player that matches up with today's game.
Bulls trail by 10. And here is Cobb. He's got 7. Valentine passes to Cobb. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
And they say the mid-range J is a dying shot, but Cobb enjoys knocking it down from there.
Now, here's Junior. 15 points in the game. And there's the foul. It'll go on Denzel Valentine. That is his first foul of the game. Carter Williams, he's checked in for the Magic. On the floor for Orlando. Chicago also making some changes. Markkanen, he's checked in for Young. Dean comes in for Satoransky. And it's Kobe White in for Cobb. So the Bulls 5 right now. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Markkanen and Carter are up front. And it's Valentine in at the 3.
This is what Carter's built to do. Attack on the interior and impose his will.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. That's good from Carter. Carter hits them both.
He's a quality player, Wendell Carter Jr. The future for him is very bright, and he works hard at his game.
Now, here's Junior. Six on the shot clock. On the wing, Gordon. For three, Ross. Here's Vucevic. There's his third field goal, and now he's made half of his 6 shots.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Junior, in his last outing against the Trailblazers, really lit up the floor. He added 27 points, and along with what he did on offense, he had a big defensive night as well. He racked up big numbers in what was a really good performance. Can he carry it over tonight? We'll see, Kevin.
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And, Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, that's what it means to be unselfish, putting the team's interests first. As you say, he just wants to come away with the W.
And that one falls for White.
Kobe White might be new to the league, but he doesn't play like it. Confidence and ability are beyond his years.
And both free throws good for White. Magic leading by 13. Junior with it. 15 points in the game. And the pass to Vucevic. He kicks it to Junior. Pass to Isaac. For three, Ross. No good. Shot missing. And it's Chicago the other way. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. That'll be the first of 4 played at home for him. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots of the game right here.
And up to this point on the season, he's set a pace of right around 73% when he gets to the line.
And the first one at the line is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. And fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
And he's good on the second. Here's White. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Pistons in Detroit. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Look at Kobe White attack and adjusting to contact. Beautiful play.
Junior kicks to Vucevic. Passes it to Junior. Now Ross, guarded by Levine. Lets it go with a 3. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Valentine's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And all quarter long, it's been the same story. Inconsistent with his offense.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Junior the pass to Vucevic. And here we go. Levine heading to the hoop. Count the basket. Levine's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Here in the second quarter, he's looking much more comfortable with this offense.
Now, here's Junior. Defense is right there. Basket counts. Ross has got 5 points now this quarter.
Ross didn't seem bothered at all by the contact there. Nice finish.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Valentine. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Levine finds Carter. Fires the three. Levine can't hit. Orlando leading by 8. Over in the corner, Isaac. Pass to Junior. And so Orlando again turning it over. And here are the Bulls now. White the pass to Carter. Kicks it to Valentine. Outside, White. Off target from three-point range. So the Magic, their last game, a win against the Trailblazers in Portland.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
Yeah, they look right at home, except they weren't. Great job of blocking out the noise.
Downright lethal in the pick and roll. Gordon's size and quickness, along with the decision-making, it's a tough combination.
Now here's Levine, one of the most consistent producers in the league. He's averaging around 25.5 points a game. And Carter with his second chance point.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in for the Bulls. Magic leading by 8. Time now for an injury report. Now an update on Otto Porter from David Aldridge. David, what'd you find out?
Thanks, Kevin. I just talked with Chicago's head athletic trainer. He told me it's a strained quad and that he's in a lot of pain. For a team that was looking to put a solid playoff run together, this injury scare is not what they need right now. Kevin?
David, thanks for checking in. On top of it is all.
It's interesting. Even with the advancements in strength and conditioning, injuries continue to impact the game.
And we're seeing that across all sports. Guys are just getting bigger, faster. The human body can take only so much.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. You know, Greg, you'd probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
Good on the second free throw. Here's Markkanen. He had 13 points in the win against the Pistons in Detroit.
You can't forget about how great he was at forcing contact and getting to the line. He racked up a lot of easy points at the line that way.
Now here's Porter. The pass to White. Buries the long-range jumper. White's got 9 points in the quarter. Magic leading by 6. Now here's Junior. 19 points in the game. To the paint, Gordon. That one, no good. Good work defensively by Carter. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
They're still behind, but not because of his efforts. He's been unbelievable this quarter.
Now here's Junior. And Levine comes to help. Here's Junior. It's good. Junior's got 21.
Throughout the evening, he's gotten to his spots, and the defense has not adjusted.
Now here's White. Tight defense on him. Levine kicks to Markkanen. Levine trying to free himself up. Chicago with a new 14. Dishes it to Porter. Goes back up. And it's sent back by Isaac.
Oh, how about the read from the young fella? Isaac is dependable at anticipating when to go for the block.
You like that he's still attacking, but the results tonight just haven't been there.
Now here's Junior. He's got 21. Cross in the corner. Pass to Junior. From past the arc. Good on the triple. And now a 9-point Magic lead.
Defensively, you have to tighten up on him or suffer the consequences.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. So for the Bulls, Thaddeus Young. He's checked in for Carter. So it's the Orlando Magic with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Nick. Obviously very tough out there. What's your mindset?
Just want to come out and not aggressive and just play hard on defense, getting stops. They're a great team, so they're not going to quit. They're going to keep playing. And we just have to keep getting stops and keep believing that we can win this game, and good things will happen at the end.
I know that's what Coach is going to preach in the second half. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You look at Junior in this game, he's been everywhere.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
It's a part of his game that he can always tap into. There's an art to it, and he is painting the canvas tonight.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the court for Orlando, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Terrence Ross is out there with Junior, and it's Isaac in at the 3 spot. Magic leading by 6. He dishes it to Junior. Cobb with the steal. Levine with it. Isaac picks him up. Levine against Isaac. The Magic shooting is beautiful right now. 60% for the game. Pretty much everyone out there has been stroking it. Junior the pass to Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Markkanen kicks to Cobb. Oh, and the jam by Cobb.
Some of that signature swagger from Cobb on that jam, and the crowd is loving it.
Junior the pass to Isaac. Vucevic trying to get open. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Lauri Markkanen.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Magic have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10. First free throw is good. Good on both. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Isaac with the steal. Excellent D there from Markkanen. Bulls trail by 8. And a wide open look for Porter. They get the rebound. Carter against Vucevic. And it's sent back by Isaac.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
And it's Gordon finishing it off.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Now, here's Junior. 26 points for him. Passes to Ross. Clock at 6. Here's Junior. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Levine. Good. Nice job down low. Levine's got 9.
The question for Zach LaVine coming in, will he get strong enough? There's your answer.
Magic leading by 8. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, good to hear from you. Now, Zach LaVine has become a star, but he knows there's still work to be done. He said, I'm stepping into a leadership role, asking more of myself and giving more each year. You've got to look at your faults. I have to continue to improve my defense. I want to help us make the playoffs. My next step as a player is winning. Guys, back to you.
Great attitude. David, thank you. Here's Cobb. After Jonathan Isaac's bucket. Cobb, no good.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And it's Junior missing. Bulls trail by 10. Porter looking it over. At the elbow, it's Markkanen. Softly drops in the floater. Markkanen's got his first 2 points of the night.
The complete game of Otto Porter. Overplay him, and it's a good bet he'll find an open man.
Gordon, it's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7. And here's Levine. He's got 9. He kicks to Cobb. A new 14 for the Bulls. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Vucevic. A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
And as he's checked in for Ross. The Bulls also changing it up. Denzel Valentine, he's checked in for Lauri Markkanen. And it's White in for Levine. On the inbound, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
This is the thing about Wendell Carter. He's got the skill to go with the size. Very difficult to defend.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
He's knocked down 3/4 of his foul shots this season, so he's right around 75%.
And the first one drops. Carter hits them both. Orlando leading by 8. Junior with it. 26 points for him. To the middle. Here's Gordon, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And an active player, Gordon can be a handful to keep up with throughout the course of the game.
For Orlando, they have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12. And he makes the first.
And there's no question that Gordon is a talented player, and it's clear he wants to be a star in this league.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Bulls trail by 9. White dishes to Porter. Carter on the wing. Pass to Valentine. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Valentine's got 5 points so far.
Beautiful find by Carter. Sees the floor really well for a young big.
Here's Junior. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Man, he's been on point, not forcing things, getting the most of his looks within the flow.
Thaddeus Young. He's checked in for Wendell Carter. throw no good for Junior. And so Young will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. 9-point game. Isaac against White.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
To the left side wing. And a wide open look for Junior. Connects from three-point range. Junior's got 7 now in this quarter.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Now the pass to White. Knocks it loose. And up the court come the Magic on the break. Junior with the ball. Over in the corner, Isaac. Pass to Junior. The feed now to Gordon. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For 3. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Bulls trail by 15. White looking around. Good chance here for Porter. Cans the shot with nobody near him. That's 7 points for Otto Porter Jr.
Kobe White keeping his head up, shows great vision, and delivers a great pass.
And really throughout his entire career, Otto Porter has been a solid shooter from distance. Great option to plant in the corner and really open up a defense.
Yes, Otto Porter shoots around 40% from his career, GA, beyond the arc. What I love about him, he has a quick release that he can get off without much room. Also, Porter keeps defenders honest with his ability to put the ball on the floor.
That's how you convert through contact. Cobb simply doesn't believe in backing down.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando. Both teams making substitutions here. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Now here's Junior. Guarded by Levine. Isaac passes to Junior. And it's been said that history is written by the victor. Certainly holds true in sports, don't you think, Greg? And with that in mind, do you think titles are overvalued when evaluating the great players, individual players in history?
You know, Kevin, I think so. Having said that, I think championships do matter, obviously, and in the NBA, in basketball in general, one guy can have more impact, right? Because you only play 5 and you play both ways. So it does have something to say, but I don't think that completes the narrative. You know, there's some tremendously talented guys, Karl Malone, Elgin Baylor, Patrick Ewing, Allen Iverson, a lot of greats who never won it. It's easy to count those rings. The measuring greatness has to take in the whole picture.
Hall of Famers, all of them. So for Chicago right now, White and Levine on the wing. Markkanen and Carter are up front, and it's Cobb in at the 1 spot.
Up in his playmaking skills, when Levine notices an open teammate, he whips the pass over.
Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. And that one's good, Junior.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
And White kicks to Cobb. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Gordon's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger. Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Outside, Levine. Carter outside. And Smitty, we see the success and the great talent level in the WNBA. Do you ever think we're going to see a woman on an NBA roster?
Well, Kevin, that's a good question. Let's look at the history of the game. We've had two women drafted, Denise Long back in 1969 and Lucia Harris in 1977. I will say this, Kevin, I do believe so. I think in my era, there's one player I got a chance to watch and play against that could have played for sure was Cheryl Miller.
The Bulls making a switch here. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Wendell Carter. Daniel Gafford comes in for Lowry Markkanen. Chandler Hutchison, he's checked in for Levine. And Garrett Temple, subbed in for Cobb.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
For Chicago, they've gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Temple dishes to White. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
First one falls for him. And he makes both free throws. Orlando's gotten in the groove from three-point range. They are 4 for 4 since the third quarter ended. Junior with it. White's there. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Greg, we are in an era of positionless basketball. And we know the All-Star game now has a 2 backcourt, 3 front court position as opposed to 2 guards, 2 forwards, and a center when you're voting. Should they get rid of those designations entirely?
I tell you what, I think you could make a strong case for that. You go back to last season, many felt Jimmy Butler got robbed of a starting spot. I think, listen, this is the fans' vote. Why not the 5 top vote getters? I don't care if they're 4 guards. If the 5 players that the fans want to see the most play a certain position, then so be it. You know, they're not going to play all 48 minutes. You're still going to have your 7 other spots to kind of balance out the roster. I say just let the fans tell you the 5 they want to see and let's go play.
Vucevic with the bucket.
Can't afford to let Vucevic get comfortable. He's content to take these shots whenever the D gives them up.
Fires high post. He gets that one. White's got 15 points here in the second half.
Trying to slice into this deficit every time up the floor. Terrific quarter for him.
Junior the pass to Aminu. A putback, and it's put back in by Vucevic.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Passes it to Cornett. To the inside. Shot's good by Gafford. Gafford's got his first points of the night.
I mean, that's a good job working the ball inside and getting a quality shot.
Now, Junior. Last year, LeBron, as we know, Steve, broke Derek Fisher's record for most postseason wins. Talk about the weight of that accomplishment.
You know, Kevin, let's take those 2 players. Start off with Derek Fisher. Give him a lot of credit. As a role player, he was on some great teams and contributed. Unbelievable to have that record. And then on the flip side, LeBron James was on some great teams, and he was the reason they were great teams because he's one of the greatest players of all time. 2 different type of players, but both are very impressive.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's White, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Tenacious inside play from Kobe. Gets the shot off and a trip to the line.
That one is off. He hits the second from the line. And Orlando has possession. They host the 76ers after this game, and that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Junior the pass to Vucevic. Aminu, no one around him. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
Missed opportunity, wide open from mid-range. He would love to get that one back.
And the Bulls with another miss. Orlando's gone to three-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting. White with the double team. Here's Ennis. Pass to Junior. Shot clock at 6. And it's Aminu in the corner. Fires for 3. And the 3 ball is good. Aminu's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
Interesting approach coming down the stretch, looking to rack up points in chunks.
Now, here's Junior. And with the frequency of three-point shots skyrocketing, Greg, does the drastic change concern you? And should something be done to lessen the dependence these teams have on three?
It's crazy. I mean, we're starting to see teams take more threes than twos. You know, some have said maybe limit fouls on three-pointers to only 2 free throws. That might eliminate some of the flopping on those long-range attempts, but I really feel like this is the evolution of the game, and that three,
So it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.
I stood there calm, I'm not distraught. You saw the M, you saw the sport. Don't ask me why, it's what you thought. Hold my control my breathing. I just this evening. Hold my control my breathing. I just this evening. Hold my control my breathing. I just still under your state. I wanna go states, but think that I'm banned because I get paid the same as a band. My taxes cost the whole of your brand. You're the man on the gram, I'm the man in the south, and I'm rolling about with 10 grand in my mouth. I'm the coldest about who you know the amount. If you're dissing P money, I'm out. I'm rolling about with.